Hello, this video note is about fractions. In algebra, we have three types of fractions. The first one is called proper. This is where the top is less than the bottom. The second is improper. This is where the top is either bigger than the bottom or the top is equal to the bottom. The last kind is called mixed number. This is where we have a whole part, and then the fraction, which is written as proper fraction. So these are the three types of fractions that we often see in a typical algebra class. When we see the fraction in mixed format, we have to convert to improper to make the computations easier. We oftentimes have to convert between the improper and mixed number to complete the work. So in this video note, let's practice how to convert between proper and the mixed number. So we have 4 examples, and let's look at each one. First, let's convert from the improper fraction, which has the top bigger than the bottom. Let's convert from the improper to the mixed. So what has to happen is we have to figure out what is the whole part, and what is the fraction. To find the whole part, we do the division. So the division, as is done in a typical math class, by hand, we have the number we're dividing is inside, the number we're dividing by is outside. And so we ask ourselves, how many times does 3 go into 13? And the most is 4. That's a whole part. The whole part is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. And that leaves us with the remainder, 1. 1 is the remainder. The remainder is the top number of the fraction. So this 1 is the top of the mixed number. The denominator never changes. When we were dividing by 3 in this example, all the fractions will always have divided by 3. So this fraction has the same denominator as the original. So this is our answer in mixed form. Now let's check and see if it actually works using the calculator. So here is our graphing calculator, and we will check 13/3 and see what decimal that makes. So 13/3, 13 divided by 3 makes 4 and then 3's, 4.333. Now let's check this fraction. This is our answer, 4 and 1/3. 4 and 1/3 literally means 4 plus 1/3, because that's 4 is a whole part plus whatever we couldn't divide, that's 1/3. And these two numbers are exactly the same. That's how to check on the test if we were able to convert the fractions correctly. Let's look at a few other examples. The next example is 45 divided by 4. We will also do the division by hand. Can also do the same division with a calculator. So right now, let's do it by hand, and then we will do it also with a calculator. 4 goes into 45. The most is 11 times. So we have 11 is a whole part. Now 11 times 4 is 44. And we subtract 44 from 45. We get remainder as 1. Once again, it doesn't always happen to be 1, but in these two examples, both remainders happen to be 1. So the whole part, 11, that's 11. And then the fraction, which has 1 as a top, and the bottom is always the same as the original. So 11 and 1/4 is our mixed number. Let's use the calculator to see if it's the same. 45/4, let's see if 45 divided by 4 actually comes out to be 11 1/4. And we can see that really this is 11 plus 1/4. Let's compare one more time, 11 plus 1/4, and we get the same number. Now, we can also do this without writing this piece, because we can also do it with a calculator. Let's say I wanted to do the entire piece with a machine. Okay, so all I need to do is I need to divide. I want to see how many times 4 goes into 45. Okay, so 45 divided by 4, that makes 11, correct? So 11 is the whole part, I already know. Now I need to convert the 25.25 into the fraction. To do this, we take 11.25, subtract from it the whole part, that leaves us with a fraction, that's a fraction, And now we simply need to change the 0.25 into the fraction. So to do this, we go to the math, and the first choice is into fraction. So hit enter, enter again. And now the calculator says exactly what our answer shows, that there is 11 is a whole part, the 11 is a whole part, and then 1/4, 11 and 1/4. So this is another way to confirm the answer with the calculator. Now let's do it backwards. So this time we have the answer as a mixed number. We have a whole part, we have a fraction. Let's go back and write it as improper. So now we have to reverse all the operations we have done. And to do this, instead of division, we do multiplication. And then following the order of operations, we do addition next. So first is a multiplication. 4 times 8 and then plus 3. So 4 times 8 plus 3 is our top, which is called numerator. The bottom never changes. It hasn't changed in the first two examples, and it doesn't change now. So this is what the fraction will look like eventually. All we have to do is multiply. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. So we have 35 divided by 8. Now let's check with the calculator and see if it actually worked. So we have 4 plus 3/8. Let's see. 4 plus 3 divided by 8. That's the original decimal. 4 and 3/75. Now let's see if 35 divided by 8 makes the same decimal. It does, which means we have done the conversion correctly, because we get the same result no matter how we type it in. One more example, and that's the end, would be the end for this note. 6 and 7/10. Let's convert it also into improper fraction. Multiplication is first. 6 times 10, and then plus the top number, plus the 7, divided by the same denominator as before. 6 times 10 plus 7, that's 60, plus 7 is 67, divided by 10. So this is our final answer as improper fraction. To compare, we can type in 6 and 7/10 and compare it to our answer, which is 67 divided by 10. Both decimals should be the same. They are, which means we have done the conversion correctly. And this is it for this note. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. If you have any of your own examples that you wish to have discussed, also let me know. I will do my best to provide as many examples as I can. Thank you for your time. Take care.